That one. 14, sure. Beautiful. Yeah. All right, we got 20. Sacrifice 2 permanents. Sacrifice 2 permanents. All right, sacrifice another permanent. My fair citizens of Sodium City, we have Get Your Rocks Off. Now, this is going to be a combo-based deck once again, and I believe that we did break another card. So first it was Warlock class, and now it's going to be Earth Cult Elemental. Now, as far as what it's going to be comboing with, it's quite a few things actually. It's going to be Mirror March, Panharmonicon, and we're really just going to get everything into the battlefield with Triumphant Reckoning and Eerie Ultimatum. And of course, we're going to get that in with Mizzix Mastery, and we'll kind of go over that a little bit later on in the deck tech. The win condition for this deck is going to be Earth Cult Elemental. For the most part, it will be the combo. It'll be the amount of triggers and the amount of times that we're going to have people sacrifice things. We're very, very rarely going to actually be swinging in and killing somebody with damage, even though it's possible that we could have like 5,000 damage on the board. It's rare that we're going to be able to do that. They're most likely going to surrender before we do that. But Earth Cult Elemental, 6 mana, 6/6. It's a siege monster. When it enters the battlefield, roll a d20. Now, if you get a 1 through a 9, d20 is a die, 20-sided die. If you get a 1 through a 9, each player sacrifices a permanent. So this is us or them. If you get a 10 through 19, each opponent sacrifices a permanent, so we don't have to sack anything, which is great. If you get a 20, then each opponent sacrifices 2 permanents. Now, this can be very good or very bad. However, there's ways to help mitigate this, and primarily we are going to be using Barbarian Class. So Barbarian Class is another great enchantment. It's just 1 mana. It's super, super cheap. If you were to roll 1 or more die, instead roll that many die plus 1, and then you ignore the lowest roll. So your chances of getting a 10 or higher is just that much better off of one of those rolls from the Earth Cult Elemental, so that we don't have to sacrifice any permanents. It still happens, obviously, but it's just much less common. And basically, we have so many ways to trigger this ability. We have Panharmonicon, which is a 4 mana artifact. If an artifact or creature entering the battlefield causes a triggered ability of a permanent you control, that ability triggers an additional time, which means if you have 1 Panharmonicon out, because they're not legendary, and then an Earth Cult Elemental enters the battlefield, you're going to roll a d20 2 different times. So if you get a 20 2 rolls in a row, the opponent has to sacrifice 4 permanents. And this just happens naturally with Panharmonicon. But again, they're not legendary, so you can have multiple of them, which is ridiculous. And of course, with Barbarian Class, you're ignoring the lowest number roll, which is ridiculous. And then, of course, we also have Mirror March, which still never works, but it's still funny. Mirror March, 6 mana enchant. Whenever a non-token creature enters the battlefield under your control, flip a coin. It sucks that it's not roll a d20, but flip a coin. For each coin flip you win, create a token that's a copy of that creature. Those tokens gain haste. Exile them at the beginning of the next end step. This is very, very good, once again, because Panharmonicon, every single time a creature comes into the battlefield and it triggers the ability, every single time we win a flip with Mirror March, that Earth Cult Elemental is going to trigger its ability to do the sacrifice, the roll d20 sacrifice. If we have Panharmonicon out, it's going to do it again. It's just ridiculous, especially if we have Mirror March out and a Panharmonicon. We do the Earth Cult Elemental, and then the Mirror March, we have 2 attempts to flick the quarter or the coin, whatever it is, and then Panharmonicon. It can get out of control, especially if we have multiple elementals, multiple Mirror Marches, multiple Panharmonicons, and especially if we have multiple Barbarian classes. It gives us a higher and higher chance in order to hit that d20 at 20, but hopefully just more than 10, or 10 or more rather. Just forcing them to exile as many, or sacrifice as many cards as possible is what the goal is, and that is really just the win condition. Now, the last part of the win condition, I guess you would say, is the second and third level of Barbarian Class. Mainly just the second, third one is kind of irrelevant, but it's just 2 mana. Whenever you roll 1 or more die, target creature you control gets +2/+0 and gains Menace until end of turn. So again, if we have Mirror March out and we get a bunch of different creatures, create a bunch of different tokens, we're rolling a die for every single one, which means Barbarian Class can give every single one +2/+0 and Menace, which means we have a ton of various 8/6s with Menace, which is, I mean, that's just a lot of power on the board in general, and especially when all of them have Menace, you're going to be able to punch in with a lot of damage, regardless, especially if you made them already sacrifice a lot of permanents. Now, there's going to be a huge barrier of us being able to get everything out in the battlefield, obviously, and so we have a lot of help with that in Triumphant Reckoning and Eerie Ultimatum. So Triumphant Reckoning is a very powerful card, and that's why it's 9 mana. Return all artifact, enchantment, and planeswalker cards from your graveyard to your battlefield. So we're going to try to fill our graveyard as much as we can with all the Mirror Marches and all the Panharmonicons and all the Barbarian classes. We want to try to keep Barbarian Class in our hand as much as possible. I know it's just 1 mana, but we still want to avoid playing it if we can. We want to keep it in our hand as discard fodder because we are running Faithless Looting, Thrilling Discovery, Thrill of Possibility, and Seize the Spoils, which are all discard a card, draw cards, stuff like that. And once again, once we have Triumphant Reckoning, everything is coming back. But then, of course, we also have Eerie Ultimatum because Triumphant Reckoning doesn't get back any creatures. We have Eerie Ultimatum, which gets back a permanent of every single kind or every different name of it. So if we have 3 different land names, the Earth Cult Elemental, a Mirror March, a Panharmonicon, like we can get 1 of every single permanent with a different name onto the battlefield. So that's also very, very good, but that's how we would get our Earth Cult Elementals. Now, the way we cast this from the graveyard is, of course, going to be through Mizzix Mastery, which is a 4-mana sorcery, exile target card that's an instant or sorcery from your graveyard. For each card exiled this way, copy it, and then cast it without paying its mana cost, and then exile Mizzix Mastery. So we're going to fill our graveyard with a bunch of spells, bunch of things, and then cast Mizzix Mastery for 4, targeting our Eerie Ultimatum, putting, a Mirror March, Panharmonicon, Earth Cult Elemental all onto the battlefield at the same time with the Barbarian Class or whatever, and then our combo Voltron is assembled, basically. We are also running Indomitable Creativity, which is 3 red and X. Destroy X target artifacts and or creatures. For each permanent destroyed this way, its controller reveals cards from the top of their library until an artifact or creature card is revealed this way and exiles that card. Those players put the exile cards onto the battlefield and shuffle the library. So this is really, really cool because we do have some treasures that we're making from Seize the Spoils. We do also have creatures with the Earth Cult Elementals. Since we don't really have any ways of blinking the creatures, it's relatively useless for them to be on the battlefield unless, of course, we're attacking or using them to block. But we do have board wipes like Day of Judgment to destroy all creatures. We do have Yorion, which allows us to, obviously exile the creature and bring it back, which can trigger all of the effects again. But Indomitable Creativity, we can target the treasure token as well as, an Earth Cult Elemental. Or if we put in an Earth Cult Elemental and we have a bunch of tokens from Mirror March, we can also Indomitable Creativity right after, targeting all those ones because all of the tokens that are made from Mirror March, they all exile at the last or at the end of the turn anyway. So we could just kill them all with Indomitable Creativity, which then either gets the Panharmonicons or more Earth Cult Elementals. Those are the only 2 valid targets. Those are our only artifacts and our only creatures, both of which can be ridiculous. We have no problems getting either of those. So we're perfectly fine with that. So we are only running 3 of them because we don't have a ton of targets for it. I thought about maybe going down to 2, but it's also very possible that we can add in that land that creates a creature token when it enters the battlefield if you have 3 other mountains. I forgot what it was called off the top of my head, But I was initially planning on adding that to the deck and I forgot. So I haven't like not had it. Like, I haven't been able to use it, but I think it's also possible that it has been able to be used and we just haven't had the opportunity to test it out. So I would probably add that, add those in, take out some land. I forgot what the land is called, but that's what it does. It makes a creature token. So very, very good. This deck is the fucking truth. It is like 6-1 or something right now. It's phenomenal. It's hilarious to play. It's one of the most fun combo decks that I've played. It's ridiculous. I love this new set. This new set is amazing. If you want to take this deck the way it is right now, it is going to run you 36 rares and 15 mythics. So it's really expensive. It is an 81 card deck, but it's still really expensive. It is a really, really fun deck though. So this one I highly, highly, highly recommend, especially if you want to mess around with a couple of the newer cards. This one is just ridiculous. It's super, super fun. Highly recommend it. If you end up taking this deck and playing it, let me know what your success rate is in the comment section below. I'd be really interested to see how much you actually climb the ladder with it, because I know I'm having a great time and it's really easy. And if you want the actual list that it is right now, you can click on the card at the top right hand corner of this video. It'll show you over to my Aether Hub page. If you want just the text-based version, it should be in the description below, as well as another link to the Aether Hub page, which also just has all of my deck lists. So make sure to just go over there and follow me to get an update of whenever I upload a deck list. Don't forget that after every single standard set that does come out, I will be doing a box opening. Now for this box opening, all the packs will be assigned to each individual tier 2 sub over at twitch.tv/StriderStone or a chief member on YouTube. You can click that join button to figure that out, as well as the collector's boosters that will be assigned to tier 3 subs over at Twitch and executives on YouTube. And again, just hit that join button. You can see all the various perks that you get. So if you want a pack or a collector's pack sent to you in the mail and opened in a video, then make sure to help support the channel and hit that join button or go over to Twitch and subscribe over there. And as for yesterday's common question of the day, I asked you, do you have any favorite cards after day 1? Here are your answers. And if you want your comment featured in these videos, make sure that you answer the comment question of the day every single day, 7 days a week in the comment section below. Stay salty and enjoy the games. All right, this is probably going to be the most ridiculous deck that you will see in quite some time. You're not gonna see a weirder deck than this. Where's my... There it is. It would... This is what is known as a content deck, and not a play deck. Let me just put it like that. Let me just put it like that. Oh. Oh no. That was a bad draw. Oh no. We didn't get any draw discard. Okay. We're at least gonna fill our hand, so we're discarding to hand size just in case. Cosmos Elixir, good card, good card. Alright, beautiful. I have a feeling those aren't going to do anything for us. Panharmonicon and this one. Alright, so we can get back our Panharmonicon, our Yorion. That's it. So, I mean, we don't really have anything, right? We don't have anything yet. Okay. We're getting stuff. We now have stuff. We now have stuff. Do they have counter spells? That's the next question. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3. We can almost overload our Mizzix Master. I'm really worried right now. No. Submit 0, submit 0. I mean, it obviously doesn't do anything for us. Not yet, anyway. Not yet. All right, we need our big dude. Isn't gonna do much for us. Thrilling Discovery, seize the spoils. Anger, sure. Great card. Not helping. Not helping at all. That's not the laser fingers one.
I know what must be done.
That's not the laser fingers one. We need to find... All right, if we can get our thingamabob, then we're in a great position. However, how do they not have... They don't have counter spells yet? I'm super scared. Like, really, really, really scared. Bruh. Oh. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. I can hard cast Triumphant Reckoning, which does literally nothing. That's really bad. All right. Well, we've went through almost half of our deck and we have not found our Earth Cult Elemental, which is what we need. Sure.
Just the trick for this.
Oh. If I could just get my Earth Cult now, I'd be fine with that too. I'd still be fine with that. I mean, it would still kind of suck because we don't get the Mirror March with it, but... Nice. One turn too late. 9 and 5. Fuck you. That doesn't help. Probably, yeah, I was like, they probably sack a Cosmos on 15. Okay, 15. 15's good. 15's good. Yeah, could you imagine if... could you imagine if we had our Mirror March? If we had our fucking Mirror March. $14, alright. We got another one. It's a good one. We do have a bunch of Eerie Ultimatums. There's no way they don't have a Wrath, right? Did they have They had Shatter. Which seems odd. That's like kind of the card we didn't want. I didn't expect that one, right? There was a couple cards I didn't expect, and that was one of them.
I'm known for my excellent.
Shit.
You know,
Yeah, and they were really smart by keeping Narset. Oof. Okay. Jesus fuck. Alright. Now I have no idea. Oh, the one turn too late. Oh, the one turn too late. Okay, so we have something. We have something. It's at least a thing. It's at least a thing that we can do. They haven't countered anything. It's so bizarre. Is it ethical? They know what's going on now. They know what's going on now. The problem is that they're gonna just keep bringing back all their fucking planeswalkers. We're super screwed. Those ECDs. Yeah, those ECDs are brutal. Damn it! Yeah, I mean, if they do another ECD. Oh no, they could bring back Vivian and then just kill the Mirror March. I didn't see it.
How this thing
Oh
goes is
no.
up to you.
That's so bad. I mean, that doesn't really matter, right? We have ways.
reverse.
Yeah, they took that because they know we can bring it back.
Meet
It was
my
fine.
best friend.
We probably just Barbarian Class and then give all of our shit haste. Probably what we do. I don't know if we can. I mean, maybe. this hurts so bad. This hurts so bad. Do you think they run Jace? They're easily gonna overdraw their deck. Oh, boring clicks. Fuck me. Yeah, I mean, Eerie Ultimatum does fucking nothing, man. Oh. All of our creatures have haste, at least. Whenever we decide to eventually have creatures. Whenever we decide to eventually have creatures. Alright, so I need to put in Ruinous Ultimatum, I think. Probably the move. We have so many ways to, like, deal with this shit. Maybe we don't actually have ways to deal with this. But we were just so many turns behind. Just because we missed. We missed everything. We whiffed. We whiffed half of our deck. Half of it. Half of it. We were doing so good. We were doing so good.
Let's tear this place apart.
Is a chance to fail.
Hi. I mean, there's no way they ult their Ugin again.
You know what?
I can Day of Judgment.
With thoughtfulness before action.
Three, 4, 5, 6, and then 1, 2. Okay, so I can Day of Judgment. They weren't able to ult their Teferi, which is nice. Wait, do they have Indestruct? Oh fuck, they all have Indestruct. Okay, so I need my Settle the Wreckage. I need my Settle. Do I attack the Teferi? I feel like I do. Right, 'cause the +1, it goes up to 7. Oh no, I can't. Right, 'cause 3, 8. No, I can. Artifact, enchantment, or creature with flying. That's the minus, though. They can tuck it, regardless.
Time and be. As soon as I get one.
Yeah, I'm like, I don't know what to do at this point.
Do not do this like
Please ult your Ugin. Please ult your Ugin. They're, unless they can kill me this turn, they're dead. Because they have 3 Cosmos Elixirs. Which is great.
Balance comes.
Unless they have another... No. Yeah. Oh. Okay.
only time will tell.
So now they're just dead unless they have another... No, they're just dead. They're literally just dead. Okay. Nice. Well, unless they have another Ugin. No, they can't afford it. Do they have anything? They gotta have something. Maybe?
Open
No? Yes? No. Yes? No. Yes? That would have been nice. Oh my god, that was a close-ass game. Jesus. We deserved it. We deserved it. We whiffed on fucking everything, but we slowed them down enough to where we should have won. We should have won anyway, but, you know, whatever. Whatever. We did win, but we also should have won. We should have won in a more flashier way. That's what I'm trying to say. But we're 1-0. We're 1-0. That's what matters. All right, I'm still opting to not put in Ruinous Ultimatum because even though I don't know, I think it's a bad idea to not have it, but I also think it might be fine. Maybe. I think it might be fine. I also might actually want to discard Barbarian Class because we have Eerie Ultimatum. I might. I don't care about that. We do have 2 more cards. Okay, we have a lot of cards to discard. But this is great because now we have both of these and we can cast both of them next turn. Which is ridiculous. Ridiculous. However, I don't like this adventure nonsense. Oh, great. Yes. Absolutely. Okay. I mean, we're going to need that. Might as well just do it now, right? Might as well just do it now. All right, come on. We need 2 20s. 10, 10, 2, 20.
10, 10.
Come on. Come on. 20s. 20s. Rude. 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 17? It's fine. I'm fine with 17. Give me another one. 15s? 15's fine. 15 is fine. Yeah, they didn't want to sack their lands. I understand. I suppose I understand. Could you leave my Barb class alone? I would appreciate it. And just keep playing creatures. Go away. Leave me alone. Leave me and my creatures out of your thoughts. I almost think I'd just hard cast this. Rude. Maybe I do need some type of ultimatum. I think I need Ruinous Ultimatum. The second game, 2 out of 2, where we've needed some way to kill some. I mean, obviously this isn't devastating, but it does suck. These are both great choices for them. I think they have to take the Panharmonicon though. My God. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Okay, so I can cast Mirror March next turn, which is great. The problem is I need another land. Alright, give me another land. I can overload Mizzix Mastery. It would actually be sweet. I might Faithless Looting? Actually? Because if I can overload Mizzix Mastery, that would be absolutely ridiculous, because I would get 2 Eerie Ultimatums, which would get back 2 Earth Cult Elementals. Hi. And, yeah. Beautiful. Yeah, let's play that ahead of time. 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Okay. This is going to be very, very difficult for them to come back from. I think we may win. This is gonna be hilarious. Please, please let us do this. Please. Let the triggers happen. They're keeping it. They're keeping back the blockers. Smart move. Come on, let it happen. Let it happen. Okay. So, Eerie Ultimatum's last. And again. Alright. We're gonna draw a lot of cards to be able to possibly discard. Okay. Triumphant Reckoning doesn't really help us. Those don't help us. But Eerie Ultimatum can get back permanence. Beautiful. Indomitable Creativity. Oh, yeah, great. This is great. Let it happen. All right. Kinda happened. 14, 20, 20. We got a 20. We got a 20. We got a 20. We got a 20. Sec 2. Wait, what? Oh. 17, 18. Okay, 18s. We like 18s. 18s are nice. Okay, come on. Come on. Not the greatest. 13s. Okay. That's great. I like it. Exactsies. We could have done more. I could have like played Panharmonicon. Let me show you. I could have played Panharmonicon 1, 2, 3, 4. Okay, just kidding. I could have Indomitable Creativity for 2. And then got another Panharmonicon out of it and my last Earth Cult. Or ended up just getting 2 Panharmonicons, which would have sucked, but it's possible. And then it could have potentially gone even fucking crazier, but that was great. Let me tell you, I had a great time. Did you have great? I had a great time. What about you, opponent? Did you have a great time? Selesnya Adventures. Okay. 2-0, baby. 2-0. This shouldn't happen, but it's 2-0. It's gonna crash real hard. Some point in time. Hopefully not, but I assume it's going to. Damn. Sucks to have that first loss. So basically, feels bad. Yeah. Kind of worried that they have Graveyard Exile. They have Bajuga Bog. We're like really sad. Really sad. Okay. Seize the spoil. It doesn't seem like they have creatures yet, but I kind of want to hold on to the Settle because I don't know if they're running like Phyrexian Obliterator. That would be relatively common in a deck that throws down 2 swamps and nothing else yet. Yeah, especially with like Sign in Blood. Obliterator wouldn't surprise me at all. Wouldn't surprise me at all. So I might have to seize the spoils to see. Oh. It's like the same deck we just went up against. It's like who combos first, basically. All right, maybe maybe I just need to stop being stubborn. Maybe I do have to add in those ultimatums. Maybe I should, I think maybe I should just Faithless Looting. Yeah, I should just Faithless Looting. I think I just did that wrong. 2, 3, 4, 5. That's brutal. I don't really want that doing anything though, so fuck it. I also don't want to give them stupid amounts of value. So let's just get rid of it for now. I could have just gotten like 2 life from that, right? I don't like this at all. Rude. That means they have another. Oh. Means they have that. If they discarded this, they could just have another land and kill me this turn. Really hope that doesn't happen, but it's definitely possible. So. Okay. If they don't kill us,
Blood calls to your soul.
there's no exquisite blood. Okay, no exquisite blood. Is good. I mean, we're taking some damage, but we're fine. Oh my god. I think I have to overload it anyway. As much as I would love to get the Mirror March. Just get fucking everything. Seize the spoils. Faithless Looting. Seize the spoils. I guess technically I still can. Yeah, I didn't do that right. I could have done it a couple different ways. Okay, I think I'm fine-ish. No. I needed to do Thrilling Discovery, like, first-ish. Alright, let's throw some shit in the graveyard. Not what we wanted in the graveyard. Fine. Not what we wanted. Okay. Yeah. Yeah. Submit 0. Yeah. 15. Okay, sacrifice something. We're doing it. We're doing it. That one. 7s? Fuck that planes in particular. I don't like the artwork anyway. That one. 14? Sure. That one. 14? Sure. Beautiful. Yeah. Alright, we got 20. Sacrifice 2 permanents. Sacrifice 2 permanents. Alright, sacrifice another permanent. Oh no. Oh my god. $19, okay. Sacrifice more permanent. Opponent, wait! I'm back. Oh my god. It's so stupid. It's so stupid. It's so great. It's so stupid. It's so great. It's so stupid. It's all the things. It's all the things and everything all at the same time. Oh my gosh. I love it. I love it. amazing. It is. All right. I don't know what to tell you. I feel like it's gonna be another one of those decks that just randomly goes on a fucking weird ass losing streak. I just hope it's not now. I just hope it's not now. Do we want to keep that? I think that's fine. If we keep this, we gotta keep that. I think I can though. Even though I'd love to. Have to. Priest. It's a good card. It's a good card. Okay, they didn't attack. Perfectly okay with this. Perfectly okay with this. I mean, we could just ultimatum and get this. We could just do it now. Yeah, let's just hold up. Let's just hold up, settle the wreckage. That seems like a better. Whoa, opponent has 100 cards. I did not see the 100 card. Did not see that one coming. Okay. Pretty good. Yeah, I don't necessarily want to show them the settle if I don't have to. That's why I did that instead. That and I can actually get Wrath of God from my Mizzix Mastery. I really hope they don't have a fucking rest in peace right now. I would be super sad. Don't give up. Just pass. If you pass, no. Well. Damn it. Damn it. We keep getting punished by not having enchantment removal or anything. Everyone keeps running Banishing Light. It's super sad. Fuck it. Let's just do it. And that was a little scary. That was a little scary. Okay, this is good. We get to Yorion next turn, which is exciting. Maybe we get to Yorion next turn. I mean, we can Yorion regardless. This still has haste, right? Opponent, no, you can't be mad. I haven't done anything to you yet. You can't. Don't be bad. Stop it. We'll get him to laugh at the new one. that new sticker is so fucked up. I love it. I like it a lot. It's a wrath. I feel the wrath. They have so many cards in there. That's like a 100-card deck. 86, it's 96 in their hand. Yeah, it's a 100-card special. I guess I should have attacked first. I guess I could have attacked with that too, but you know, 17, good. Good 17. You're gonna have to sacrifice 2 permanents regardless. What do you sack? $16. That two scared the shit out of me. All right, what are you getting? What do you got? Okay. We don't have anything good in our... Interesting. I did just put an Eerie Ultimatum in there, right? Yeah. You know what? Fuck it. Let's do it. Let's do it. Does get haste. I can give both my... Since I'm rolling the die twice, I do get to give both of them menace. Oof. Still gonna have to sack something. Pretty good. Yeah, I have no problem sacking a land. Good. Good. Double lifelink isn't gonna help you. No! I had another Panharmonicon and then an Indomitable Creativity. Oh, this deck is ridiculous. Ooh, Mythic. Nice. Minsk. This is actually what the bounty is for this week, so that's very convenient. It's very convenient indeed. At the end of the day, this deck went 6-1. I don't know what else to tell you. We broke the card. It's very, very fun. I liked it a lot. I mean, it is another one of my ridiculous Mizzix Mastery kind of nonsense decks. We leaned a little bit harder into the Earth Cult Elemental than I would have normally wanted to, but it worked out really well with all the Panharmonicons, all of the Mirror Marches. The Barbarian class really helped out. We don't seem to have any real weak matchups except for anything that has Graveyard Hate. That's really the only thing that's going to kill us is going to be the Graveyard Hate. We can win just by hard casting a Panharmonicon because we can cast it just as easily. Same with Mirror March, same with Earth Cult Elemental. So like we can still win if it's graveyard hate. We still have board wipes. We have all that stuff. We have ways to deal with it. It just depends on when they get their graveyard hate. If we've already filled up our graveyard with a lot of very powerful cards that we actually need to win the game, or if it was relatively early on, or if it's something that just sits there and threatens the execution of our graveyard. In which case, yeah, we could have some dead cards being like Thrilling Discovery. We would just gain 2 life with it instead of discarding cards. Thrill of Possibility, it's like it's possible we just, bin a Settle the Wreckage because we don't need it, or something like that. Like there's various things that we can do where it's just kind of completely avoided. Thank you all so much for watching. If you made it to this point, it means you either really enjoyed the video or you fell asleep and I'm waking you up now. Either way, thank you for all the support. I really do appreciate it. If you want to see more videos like this, hit that subscribe button, hit the bell notification, come out with videos 7 days a week.